Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Sunshine Show. My name is Marie and every Sunday I do a collaboration with two other British ladies, Tina and Maria. Now we've been doing this collaboration for over 3 years now, and every week we pick a completely different topic. This week I'm going to tell you mine was a fail because it was supposed to be go for a country walk in the summertime. I'm not walking. Now I've tried a couple of times to go outside in this heat. Yesterday it was 103 here. I can't do it. So I am going to do a country drive. I hope Tina and Maria don't get upset with me. So we're going to start this drive and we're going to have a little chat. So first let me introduce you to Tina and Maria. My whole community is full of diggers and tractors and all kinds of fun. Looks like they're putting in a new road. Where it's going to go, nobody knows. And the sad thing about construction is that all these beautiful sunflowers are going to have to be dug up. What a shame. Like, I'm pretty sure they are sunflowers, even though they do only have a small flower head. But they just, look at them, they just go on and on and on. They're so pretty. So I did ask ChatGPT for a couple of questions, and one of them is, what is your favourite season to take a walk in? And I think mine is summer, even though I'm not doing a walk today. If I was in England, it would definitely be summer, but I think here it's probably spring. I probably would have to say spring. Although I do like a good autumn walk through piles of leaves. There's nothing better than walking through a pile of leaves and kicking them up in the air. A countryside person or are you a city person? And I have to say I'm a country person because I love the peace and quiet now, and I did live in the countryside when I lived in England. However, I love the convenience of a city, and Vegas taught me that. It was so convenient just to hop in the car and pop 5 minutes down the road to Target. So I think living in the countryside but having a city that's very easily accessible is pretty much the perfect combination. For you guys, and that is, if you don't like the countryside, what is it about the countryside that you don't like? Now, one of the things that's different between living in England and Nevada, Las Vegas, and Texas is that every town, it appears, has its own water tower, and they're different shapes, different sizes, but I don't know how they use a water tower. I don't know how they get the water out, and I also don't know how they get the water into the water tower. I also don't really know what the water is used for in the town, so if anyone knows the answer to that, I'd actually love to know. Now, when we were looking to buy our house here in Texas, we went to see a really nice house. Until we got there, it looked really nice on the computer in the pictures, everything looked idyllic. When we got there, when you stood in the back garden, right behind the house was a ginormous water tower, and that's not something I want to wake up and look out at my window out at. So we didn't buy that house. Now, one thing that's different about America and England is that in America, they're very patriotic and they love to fly the American flag. Wherever they can fly a flag, there's generally one there. So on the roadside, at gas stations, outside their homes, and they also will pair it with the state flag. Now in England, we tend to only fly our Union Jack if it's a football game, or there's some royal family or royal jubilee. Areas where vans are allowed to park up and sell food. Now, one thing that you are allowed to do in Texas is have a business on your front lawn. And I learned that I think it was last night or the night before. I watched a news story of a young teenager, and she runs a bakery out of her house, and she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she bakes cookies, sourdough bread, and muffins and cakes. And she has kind of like a little shed, a half a shed, that she wheels out onto her driveway. And literally, she has a line formed on her road to buy her baked goods 2 hours before she opens in the morning. She's doing that well. And it is a legitimate business. You are allowed to have a business on your front lawn. It's only certain businesses, like I think you're allowed to have lemonade stands, and you're only allowed to bake certain baked goods. Like I don't think you're allowed to sell any kind of meat products. So if you were English, you wouldn't be able to sell sausage rolls on your driveway. But I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And this girl, she's kicking butt with her business. One of the things I like to do when I'm out driving is, if I'm on a country road, I like to look at the different entrances to housing developments, because some of them are really fancy, some of them are plain, ordinary, and the others, they're really quite fancy, especially the ones with the castle turrets. Just like Las Vegas, we used to say that the orange cones in Vegas were the state flower, because there were so many orange cones. And roadworks in Las Vegas, well, we moved here only to find the same thing. Now here I actually think that they are going to widen the road. area, I would like to come here one day and try some of their food. They have Cajun food, shrimp and gumballara, I believe, and they also do barbecue food, but this looks like a fun little place to come. Smoke Monkey, a little outdoor stage area. I do believe on this side is corn. I could be wrong though. I think that is corn though. Now here again, we're in a different town and it's different road construction. They are having to expand all the roads here in Dallas area just because so many people are moving here so quickly. It's one of the reasons why the traffic here in Dallas area is so bad. It's because they built so many houses quickly, but they didn't expand the road system. So now they're playing catch up. And of course, it's causing all this traffic chaos. Now I have to say, I do like the really big, wide roads here in America. If you're out driving in Texas, you really wouldn't know if you were driving in Texas or England. To me, it looks pretty much the same. Well, we come to the end of the video and I want to say a huge thank you for supporting our channels. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Now please pop over to Tina and Maria's videos and take a look at what they've done this weekend. So for right now, it's bye from me.